Hi everyone, this is Mama Joy and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be making some pecan snowballs today, and these happen to be Eric's favorite cookie. Well, probably not his favorite, but one of his favorites. He really likes them. So I'm gonna surprise him with some pecan snowballs. So the first thing that I want to do is show you my shirt. This is a gift to me from my granddaughter Bethany and my great granddaughters Emma and Maya, who come and helped me cook one time, and I have videos of them helping me cook. And it's also from my son-in-law Ryan, son-in-law to be Ryan. So the first thing that we're going to do for the cookies is I'm going to add 2 sticks of butter, which is 1 cup of butter. And I'm going to put it in the mixer. These are a nice buttery cookie, and they have lots of, I'm putting almost 1.5 cups of pecans in them. I love nuts, because I guess I am a nut. Okay, so I've got the butter in. I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. The next thing I'm going to add is 1 cup of powdered sugar. I keep my powdered sugar in a little canister here. Powdered sugar or confectioner sugar, whatever you want to call it. It's what you use to make frosting with most of the time. Okay. And I'm going to give this a little quick mix. I'm going to scrape down some of the powdered sugar that's not got into the butter. Okay. Now, I'm going to add 2 cups of flour. Whoop! I about spilled it. And I'm going to do it just a little bit at a time and then beat it up as I add it. Second cup. Okay, it sounded like my bowl came loose. Oven, which is on 350. Okay, and that looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to add 1 cup of nuts. And I may add just a little bit more because I do like nuts. I think I did add more than a cup. I think that looks like plenty. Okay. It was. Well, it's not wanting to come off now. I think my beater's stuck. There we go. I couldn't turn my bowl far enough. There we go. Now I want to tell you, I get my pecans from Sam's because I can get a big package there. And this is 2 pounds, this bag. And I always get the pecans and I get my walnuts there. So, get this dough off of the beaters. I don't know why they don't want to come off when I want them to. That was a really quick little recipe. And what I'm going to do now is roll them into balls. I've got my cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. I have the oven set on 350, and I'll bake them for about 15 minutes. But you don't want to bake them too long. When the bottoms of them start to get brown, take them out because you don't want them to get brown. You want them to stay nice and white. You want them to get done, but you don't want them to get browned. And Eric, I told him I was getting ready to do a video, and he said, call me when you get done, and we're gonna go somewhere. So he's gonna take me somewhere today. Probably shopping or to pick up something we need. Okay. I'm gonna lay this dough on that butter paper. I'm gonna grab my cookie sheet. If you didn't watch my French bread recipe, go back and watch it. It turned out wonderful. The bread is so light and fluffy, and then it has the nice crust on the outside of it. It turned out perfect. I was so pleased with it. And this mixing, this Nutrimil mixer that I've got is a wonderful thing to use to make your bread in, but you don't have to have one. You can do this in your KitchenAid. You could actually do it by hand, but I'm gonna do another one recipe, and I'm gonna try to do it without doing all those extra steps, because I still think it'll work, and I still think it'll be good. Let me get you down here so you can, I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch me do all of these, but I'm just gonna show you. And you put these about 1 inch apart. And I'm just using my measuring spoon and putting in about 1 tablespoon of dough. just a little over the top. Rolling them in a ball and putting them about an inch apart. And like I said, I'm going to bake them for approximately 15 minutes. When I get these all on here and get them baked, I'll bring you back. Okay, I've got the cookies baked. I baked them for exactly 15 minutes. They are a little bit brown on the bottom, but I felt like I had to leave them on at least 15 minutes to get them done in the middle. They are pretty much all the same size. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. It made 20. It made 20. I got 20 cookies out of the first go round. I think I have that much dough left. I put it in the refrigerator. So it'll make around close to 20 cookies. I used my measuring spoon, the tablespoon, and that's what I dipped them out, and I just let it be rounded over the top a little bit. And that's the size that I made them. Now I'm letting them cool. And when they get cool, I am going to put them in this Ziploc bag. Put them in here. And then when I get them all in there, I'm going to put some powdered sugar in on top of them. Zip it up and shake them very gently. Very, very gently. Just enough to coat them. And these are going to Eric because this is one of his favorite kind of cookies. And whenever I get these all coated in the powdered sugar, I will come back and show you what they're like and taste one. So he won't quite get 20. I'm going to taste one of them. And anyway, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And I'll try to interact with you more and tell you more things about myself or what I'm doing. And I don't know if I told you this because I got cut off on one of my videos and I started over, or one of my segments. Eric is coming to get me. We're going to go somewhere. I'm not sure where. And probably finish up anything we need to do. And I'm trying to figure out a way to get to Michelle's. They're going to meet me part way. And I think Eric will take me the other part way. And another thing I wanted to ask all of you, if in case I forget to mention it again because of being so close to Christmas, but after Christmas on the 28th, Eric's going to be having surgery, and I would like to all of you to say prayers for him. He's never, he was in the hospital back before COVID ever was spread around. When it first started, he was in Florida when I still lived down there. And he got very, very sick and was on his way back up here. And he had to stop in Dothan, Alabama. And he was at a hotel. He was so sick and he couldn't even hardly get to his telephone. He finally got the phone and called the desk, and they got an ambulance and come and took him to the hospital. And I swear that he had COVID, because I think it was more rampant down there from all the people that came in from other countries, because we went to Disney quite a bit. And I think it was already spreading around then. And he had to be intubated. He was very, very sick. And Michelle and Larry flew down to be with him, and Dale, my nephew, drove down there to be with him and see after him and till he was able to get out of the hospital. And So he had that, and then he had COVID twice after that, after they said it was COVID, but I feel like that's exactly what he had, or he wouldn't have had to been intubated. And then he had some surgery on his knee, that a scope run, and he had that meniscus removed because he had injured it and it wasn't doing him any good anyway, so they took that out, and he's had trouble with his knee ever since. But anyway, that's not what his surgery is, but I don't want to go into the surgery exactly, but he is going to have surgery on the 28th, and if you all would like to pray for him, I'd appreciate it, because he's, like I said, never really been sick or had too much done in his life. He's been very blessed. So, as soon as these cookies cool just a little bit longer, I'll be back and put them in the bag and put the powdered sugar in and taste one for you. Okay, I'm ready to put these in the bag. They're just a touch warm. One recipe called for them to be completely cooled. One recipe I had called for them to be a little bit warm. And one said to be, well, they are still warm. So I guess you can do it however you want. Okay. And I don't, I'm just guessing at how much to put in here. I'm going to put these in a container for him to take home with him, but I am going to taste one of them for you. Oh my, these look so good. And it didn't take long to mix up the dough, and it didn't take long to bake them. 15 minutes. Took longer to roll them out, I think. Excuse me. I got powdered sugar down my windpipe. Oh my. These are so good and crunchy and full of pecans. You can taste the buttery flavor, the pecans. It is so good. So good. These turned out very, very good. I left my pecans in fairly decent pieces. This is a great cookie. So very, very good. Hope you'll all try these if you've never made them. And if you have, I hope you try this recipe because it turns out perfect. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to get off for now, and I'll see you soon.